Here is the latest on Hurricane Ignacio and other tropical systems across the Pacific. Before we get to Ignacio, just want to point out this is Hurricane Kilo off to the west of the state. Kilo has been intensifying and is now a Category 3 storm, but it is expected to continue moving to the north and away from the islands. Meanwhile, Hurricane Ignacio also strengthening, now a powerful Category 4 storm with sustained winds of 140 miles an hour. As we take a closer look at Ignacio, you can see it becoming much more defined. It's got a big, very noticeable eye there as it has intensified and is now 585 miles to the east-southeast of the state. You can also see the size of that system and its distance from the islands. Once again, getting closer as it moves to the northwest at about 9 miles an hour. Here's the forecast models showing where they expect this storm to head, moving and staying to the north of the islands as it moves to the northwest. Models are in pretty good agreement as to where this system will head, and the official forecast track for the storm once again has it passing to the north of the islands. Approaching the islands as a Category 2 hurricane on Monday, moving to the north of the state and weakening as it does so, but again passing by us as a Category 1 system. Right now, a minimal hurricane to the north of the islands would still have an impact on the state, and so a tropical storm watch has been issued for the Big Island as well as for Hawaiian waters, especially at the southern end of the island chain. What kind of effects could we see from this system if it stays on that forecast track? Well, strong wind for parts of the Big Island, up to 6 inches of rain possible as the storm moves through, and of course, very big surf. High surf advisory already up for our eastern shores, and that swell will build as Ignacio gets closer to the islands. It's not the only system we're keeping an eye on. Over in the eastern Pacific, another Category 4 storm with a well-defined eye. You can see that there over in the eastern Pacific. That is Hurricane Jimena. This one about 2,000 miles to the east of the islands, but like Ignacio, expected to continue moving to the northwest. It is also forecast to weaken as it reaches the central Pacific waters and then further weaken as it gets closer to the state. But of course, continue tracking Jimena as well as Ignacio, and we'll have another update for you coming up on KITV4 News at 5.